It's the semi-final in Rome, and we have an Italian who's made it there. It's none other than Lorenzo Musetti, the single-handed backhand master, and he has all the crowd on his side. But he has a stiff test in front of him, none other than Carlos Alcaraz. That's right, this is the preview. Let's go through it. Here we go, people. The semi-final. This is probably the best one we could have hoped for in Rome. And Lorenzo Musetti, wow, he is really having a good year so far. And now reaches his third consecutive Masters 1000 semi-final after defeating the number 2 seed, Sasha Zverev. And the woes continue, it seems, for Zverev. But what a performance from Musetti. He found himself down a break twice in this first set and even had to save 3 set points on that Zverev serve. It was incredible the way he came back and was able to fight his way to win that first set and destroyed him on the tiebreak. It was a masterclass, I think, of grit and determination, and the crowd really getting behind Lorenzo Musetti to help him over the line in this one. The level was so high. Zverev played his part. He played a fantastic match as well. And some of the rallies, one of them, if you haven't seen the highlights, go watch it. It was a crazy net exchange with some tiny little drop shots from little angles. And Zverev eventually went on to win that point, but did not win the match. And this is what Musetti said after the match. It's amazing. It's so late, a full crowd, full stadium. That's a big advantage. All this week, it's been incredible support from the fans, from the crowd. I felt adrenaline and the energy from the first point. Even if it wasn't an easy start, I managed to come back and find a way. And that's the key of this match. And he seems to find a way these days, Lorenzo Musetti. He is growing into himself as a tennis player. I really like what I see from him. He's really good on multiple surfaces now. Obviously, a Wimbledon semi-finalist as well. The future is bright. If you are an Italian right now looking at the sport, you already have Jannik Sinner. And now you've got Lorenzo Musetti. And on the women's side, you've got Jasmine Paolini as well. So you are steeped in great tennis players right now. The Brits, we've got Jack Draper, but unfortunately, Jack Draper went out to Carlos Alcaraz. This match, though, from Musetti and Zverev, there were some complaints from Sasha Zverev. He wasn't happy about the balls. He was complaining about this during the match, after the match, and maybe, well, it's what he's saying here is it was very difficult for me to hit winners. He said it's very slow, very heavy. The balls were getting very big. Zverev complaining about this. He is frustrated because they are using the same balls for every tournament, apart from this one, it would seem, on the clay. So a lot of players have frustration, but you normally only show this frustration when you are losing. And he is out of another tournament before the semi-final stage again. And Musetti's through, and he faces Carlos Alcaraz. And one of his best wins of the year, he defeated Jack Draper, the number 5, 6-4, 6-4. It didn't tell the whole story. He's into the semi-finals in Rome for the first time, 11th Masters 1000 semi-final, and it ties his coach Ferrero, and he will be the world number 2 on Monday. He overtakes Sasha Zverev and the second seed in Paris. He'll be, so no Alcaraz Sinner before the final. That's massive for Roland Garros. This match, it was really entertaining. I thought it looked like Draper came out the traps fast. Alcaraz then seemed to take over in that first set. He was 4-2 down, and then Draper lost 4 games on the bounce and lost the first set. But then the start of the second set, he got broken straight away, but then was able to break back. And then Draper looked like he might be able to mount a comeback. And then Alcaraz came back again and then won this second set. So it looks like a convincing win of 6-4, 6-4, but it was a very up and down match where Draper had his moments, but maybe a bit tired, just wasn't able to hit winners. You can see here, Alcaraz so hard to hit winners against. Only 8 winners from Jack Draper in this match, and 18 unforced errors. 24 winners from Carlos Alcaraz, who in spells didn't really look that great, but in other spells looked incredible. So that's just what he brings to a tennis court, and he turned it on when he had to. Jack Draper, I think he got broken to love a couple of times at big moments, and it just didn't help him. He looked frustrated on the court. He just accepted defeat, I think, by the last one. And Carlos Alcaraz just too good on a clay court for Jack Draper at this moment in time. This is what he said after the match. He said, "I'm feeling that I'm playing great tennis on clay. I think I started the clay season very well. Obviously, wasn't the same after I got injured in Barcelona, but it's always difficult to be in good shape during the whole swing." Yep, it definitely is, but he is peaking at the right time, it would seem. And now going into this match against Musetti, he will have to have his best performance of the tournament. This is the head-to-head. It's 4-1 in favor of Carlos Alcaraz. When did Musetti win his match? Well, it was in Hamburg, and it was their first ever match in the, ATP circuit. That's right. And it was, Hamburg 2022. And since then, Alcaraz has won every single matchup. And the last one, we remember, it was this year. It was in the final at Monte Carlo. And after losing the first set, Alcaraz won 6-1, 6-love in the next 2 sets. Will this match be a different one? We are in Rome. We have the whole crowd going to be supporting this man on the right, Lorenzo Musetti. Will that help into victory, though? Watching both of their performances, I think that he has leveled up. He keeps leveling up, Musetti. But I think Carlitos and the way that he shows resolve in big moments, I keep doubting Carlitos and keep picking against him. And there's something in my gut telling me not to do it again. So I think we're going to see a similar thing to Monte Carlo. We could see a fast start from Lorenzo Musetti and then Alcaraz winning in 3. But that's just my prediction. Tell me yours in that comment section below. Do you think Alcaraz is going to make the final? Or is Lorenzo Musetti going to do it for the Italians and potentially set up an all-Italian final if Jannik Sinner can get through his next matches as well? I want to know your thoughts. And if you haven't done so yet, smash a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.